Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Trying to stay cool in this hot heat. Oh my gosh. Anywho, today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be using a certain code name. So when you hear me say this code name, it's because of what's happening, and it's involving, you know, the name on the title of this video pertaining my iPhone 7 Plus phone. Anyway, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the NCI, and if you haven't, some of you may not know or be aware of this, but my whole household, this is kind of like a rant type of video as well. My whole household, we get those NCI calls. I mean, guys, it's like I don't even know where to begin to tell you. Sometimes it will be hour after hour after hour after hour, second after second after second after seconds, literally, that this will happen on these phones. It usually happens with mine the majority of the time. Sometimes it will happen with my son, his phone, but it's normally mine, and I don't know if it's because I film on it or what, but there was a time when I was not doing YouTube videos on this phone and the NCI would happen. I mean, you know what? It is so maddening. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I mean, a lot of people have. My neighbor, she deals with that situation. I think someone in her household deals with it as well as herself. But I know some of my family members, you know, they don't experience those type of calls. They get calls where, you know, there's a number attached, and you can block those. But for the NCI, it comes up on the screen as what the title says, NCI. So there's no way to block it. I even called the sheriff's station to see what can be done. You know, they can't do anything without a phone number. So, this is so irritating. I mean, this is very angering. I mean, I have literally had anxiety different times when I tried to film certain videos for you guys, and sometimes you will never know it anyway, but I have gone through HELL trying to get these videos up to you, you know, for you guys, because of the NCI. There's times where I had to just turn it off and say, you know what, I've had enough. I've had enough, and then I'll move on to maybe later on in the day or the night, or I wait till early in the morning, because sometimes in the morning is my most successful time to film, but there is no guarantee. Even today with this video, there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to get it out to you and complete it, but I really am hoping that I am, because my son gave me the idea to do the video. He said, why don't you do this with the NCI? And I thought, nobody might not be interested in this, but if you are, then great. But I just wanted to share with you guys about it, because a lot of people probably have not heard of it, but it has become a real bad, I mean, and I'm not exaggerating. It may seem like I'm exaggerating, but my exaggeration is 100% genuine. It has become a major, and I mean major problem. I am very serious about this. This is so angering. It's so upsetting. It feels like, you know, we're stuck. It feels like there's nothing that we can do about it. I've contacted my phone carrier. They tried. They claim they can't do anything about it, and for some reason I just can't accept that. I don't believe it. I've also contacted Apple, who makes the phones, and they tell me they can't. I've even spoken to one of the people in the administrative department, the highest people, they claim that at this time there's nothing that they can do about it, but perhaps in the future they will start working on it. You know, that was not very assuring to me when I spoke with the lady there. You know, what are you going to do about it? We have changed our phone number. Nothing changed. A couple of us have gotten a new phone. No. And I'm wondering if it is Apple phones that's causing this problem. I like the phone. I just don't like that part of it. And I don't know, we don't really know where the source is. If it's a live person doing this, or is it something, is it a bug? Is it a virus? You know, sometimes I think it's a virus. I believe I'm going to have them check the phones out and just see. We haven't done it yet. I don't know why. I guess because it's so frustrating. Oh gosh, it is so frustrating, you guys. I can't even tell you how bad it is. It is crucial. It is horrible. I can't even think of a worst adjective to describe this bad problem. It's very angering. It's very annoying. I mean, I literally get so super duper angry at times, especially like I told you, when I'm filming. And there are times when I'm not very successful and I have to just say, okay, forget it. I mean, I will get so angry. Face gets red and flushed. I mean, you know, who needs to go through all of that? I mean, you know, you're supposed to enjoy what you use, you know, what you film with. But you know what? I am endeavoring to get me a camera, an actual camera that I can film my videos, that has better quality sound, that has a better quality everything. And I think I'm gonna get one of the Canon cameras. Those are really nice, you guys. Some of you might already have those, but yeah, I'm putting away some because I'm planning to get one this year. I'm gonna get it this year, and I'm trying to get it before December. And I don't want to get a very expensive one, but I want to get one that I can deal with, you know, that works well in my budget and with my needs. And of course, I'm going to have Aaron, my son, he's going to have to show me how to work it, because when it comes to technology and things like that, sometimes I'm clueless. I mean, I get so frustrated. I'm like, I can't do it. You know, I'm used to the more simple things. I like things that are not complicated. But have you guys ever heard of the NCI? I want to know down in the comment section if you have. Did you experience what I'm experiencing, what my whole family, my household, I should say, is experiencing? And if you did, or if you are there any suggestions? Do you guys have any suggestions? I had one family member tell me that maybe you guys should change carriers or change a different phone. I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, that's a possibility, but I like my phone. You know, I like Apple phones. And hey, there's no guarantee that if we get another phone or get another carrier, who's to say it might happen again? Because we really don't know what the source is coming from. Who is the source? Where is the source coming from? We don't know, you know. Aaron thinks that it could be, what do you call it? No, I'm trying to think of the virus, yes, but it's a certain name that I'm trying to think of. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. From another country. I can't think of the name of it, but you probably could know where I'm going with this. But yeah, you know, you know, those countries that try to come and invade and try to cause problems with ours. You know, you probably know what I'm talking about, but I can't think of that name right now. But you know, this is a mess. This is a, I don't know if this is nationwide, worldwide. I just know it's happening to us, and I don't know that many people that's dealing with it. But I tell you, you guys, I just don't know. I mean, I feel so frustrated. I don't know what else to do. You know, I want to make the right decision, but I don't want to make the wrong decision. But then, you know, you have to try something to see what works for you. But I tell you, I have had so many videos that I had to wait and wait and wait to continue filming because of the NCI. And that's why I'm saying the code name on the video now, because if I say the actual name as the title of the video, more than likely there will be interference, and I better keep it light because it's almost like it's voice activated. It's like someone can hear, and you know, that could be true. You never know. Somebody could be listening. That sounds scary. You know, that sounds scary. I mean, I may be chuckling about it, but I'm very serious about it. I'm just trying not to make the video too scary or serious for you guys, but it's very frustrating. I mean, there was a video that me and my husband did some time ago, I think last year. It was husband and wife tag, and we were answering questions. Yeah, we were answering questions, and he was over here on my side and I was right here. We're in this particular room here, my office, and oh my gosh, the NCI started up, and it seemed like it's repetitive over and over every second, every few seconds. Bam, 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 boom. I mean, literally, the call comes in just like that, the way I'm describing it. I kid you not, you guys. Oh my gosh, yeah, we were so frustrated, but we had to try to play it off. I didn't want to show my agitation. My husband didn't want to show his aggravation on camera with you guys, but you don't know what we went through just to get that video out to you guys. I mean, there's a lot of my videos. You will never know because I've never shared it with you until today. But I wanted to come on and share this with you. And if anybody has any tips for me, any comments, any tips, any helpful suggestions that might help, please feel free to comment down below. I would really appreciate hearing what you guys have to say. So that's pretty much it. I don't have too much to say on it. I've pretty much given you oh yeah, well, let me backtrack a little bit, give you just a tad bit more, then I'm gonna let you guys go. Even when I'm viewing you guys' video, I get interference. Sometimes it's so much that I have to just turn the phone off. I'll get so upset and I'll just push that button. I say, you know what, that's it. I'm turning the phone off. It's gonna stay off until I decide to turn it back on. If emergency call comes in, then it just have to come in. I mean, you know, that's how frustrating this situation is. It's very bad. It's very bad, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making lightly. It is. When I say it's very bad, trust me, it's very bad to us, especially my phone. There are times when I will get up to sometimes 200 or 300 calls in 1 hour. Man, you go figure that. Don't you think that's a bit much? That is a problem. That is, I mean, you know what it makes me feel? I don't know if it's anxiety or what, but it's so, it does something to my body. It irritates me, and it kind of makes me kind of like, feel like I'm about to go into some type of itch. It's kind of hard to describe it. It bothers me physically and on my skin. It just makes me feel like, you know, I can't describe what that is, but you know, it's just a reaction, because when it happens on my phone, you know, the call comes in, like I told you, just repetitive, and I don't know why it bothers my body. It does something to me on the inside, and then on the outside of my skin, I get chills, especially when it's a lot. It's like chills and just a very uncomfortable, uneasy feeling, and it's nothing medical. I don't want anybody to think that, you know, it's something wrong. No, it's because it's just my reaction to what's happening. You know, I don't know how my husband feels or my son, but I just know what I go through. It just physically bothers me. And there's times, like I said, I have to just turn it off, because I have to sit down and take some deep breaths, breathe, you name it, just watch TV, get my mind off of it. There's certain times I will say certain things, and there's times when I have actually went out to my garage, and when it happened, I took my phone in my hand like this, and I'm like, stop yelling, oh, you know, really loud, no cursing or anything, because I don't cuss, but just up to the top of my lungs, I'm saying stop. It never happened. You thought that, you know, it would stop. It just seems like whatever we do, nothing works. I mean, it feels like I'm living in a world where someone is it's like we're being attacked with some type of force. You know, is the devil, really. That's what I call it. I call it just the devil. But why is it happening? You know, I want to know what it is, and then how do we stop it? I mean, completely stop. We want this to be stopped like now, ASAP. You know, there's no help. It feels like we're stuck. Nobody can help us. But you know, I don't truly believe that. If you can change things, change the way you do things with technology is changing all the time. I don't believe that there's nothing they can't do about this. I believe there is something. They just don't do it. They're not doing it. I've even called the FCC. I even reported the carrier the situation at the FCC. Only thing they did was file a report to the carrier, told them my concern, my complaint, and in return they were supposed to get back with me and give me some tips and clues on what to do. You know, that didn't even really happen. I was so frustrated after that. You know, I could have followed up and probably should have followed up with the FCC, but I just felt like it was useless. I felt like, you know, just forget it. No one is helping. No one is doing anything about this. And then we get so mad. I tell you, all of us, sometimes we feel like just taking this phone and literally throwing it as far as we can, or stomping the thing on the floor. Oh my gosh. You know, I was even thinking about contacting one of our news stations, the Action News people, and talk about this, see if they'd like to, you know, share our story. Maybe something can come up of this. Maybe our carrier will get on the ball, or the maker of these phones will get on the stick. You know, pressure. There needs to be some type of pressure put on them, because I just know you know, if you can block a number, you should be able to block this from happening. You know, you really should, but they claim that there's nothing that they can do. And we're paying all this money every month just to have the service. But what kind of service are we getting in return? What kind of satisfaction are we getting? I just don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I'm so frustrated, you guys. I just can't wait to get my Canon camera. Now, however, getting the Canon camera will only allow me to take pictures and film without interference. That's great. But on the other side, if I'm making a phone call, if I'm trying to search something on the web, and if that NCI is happening during that time, you won't get anything. It's very difficult to make the call. You have to, like, I have to take my fingers and tap, 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 tap to get it off, get the number, go back, toggle. I mean, it is, ooh, it's enough to make me want to just go crazy, which I'm not going to do. I can't let this get the best of me, but it can. If you don't, if you don't watch yourself, you can really go crazy or say something that, you shouldn't say. But, and sometimes, like for instance, when I'm doing my videos, if it doesn't work, if I'm not successful at filming with mine, or I need a thumbnail picture, I'll use my son's or my husband. I'll say, well, let me use yours. Let me see. As soon as I get ready to take it, interference. But there was no interference before I asked. Isn't that weird, you guys? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Comment down below and tell me what you guys would do, if you even know what to do. But I thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in to watch this video. If you're new to the channel and you like what you hear, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And give me some comments down below. I really would appreciate each comment that you give me. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.